be so funny if we got pulled over.
Want me to speed up?
Yeah, do it. Come on, do it. So to say that I'm the fun one is definitely true.
Some of us have to be serious to tone you down every once in a while.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw him, I was like, I had the biggest crush on him.
I had to go up to the hospital one day because we had a call up there, and so I saw her working the front desk. I had been there a couple times and seen her kind of back and forth.
I thought he was so cute, and he come like busting in the hospital, and he looked like this big tough guy, so I liked that. I kept asking my friends like, who is that guy? They're like, oh, I don't know, but he's married. And
I kind of made an excuse to go up there as much as I could.
which I thought was weird because I thought he was married this whole time.
Give me all you got, dancing to the beat, love is all we need.
There was like this one time he handed me his business card. It just had like the police department number on there. After he left, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Call 911?
I was hoping that she was going to be the one to be able to search me out and find me.
And of course I did, but I didn't add him or anything like that. So eventually we started messaging, kind of.
I was pretty horrible when it came to messages. She'd have this long, conversation about something, and my answers would be pretty short.
You know I've been thinking about this all day. Got that tape of for two saved in our names.
There was one night I was laying in bed and I prayed and I was like, okay, God, like if this is supposed to be it, he'll message me like in 2 weeks or something. And it was probably like 2 days later. I'd love to take you out on a date sometime. And I was just like, okay.
What can I do when I walk in the room and you look like that? Can't understand when you know it ain't fair when you look like that.
Well, she originally backed out on me to meet up. I kind of was thinking, is this something I did, or what's going on?
I was so anxious. I was like, I don't feel good. Like I can't go. I think it was like 2 hours later I texted him and I'm like, I can come. Like I'm fine. It's okay.
She ended up coming over to my house and we sat on the couch.
He sat on one end of the couch and I sat at the other end of the couch and was just so anxious. I like had my arms crossed. My friend Jackie asked me, she's like, how was it? I was like, I love him.
I remember when she was leaving, I was trying to figure out am I supposed to give her a hug? Am I supposed to give her a kiss or any of this stuff?
As I was leaving, I went to grab the door handle
And the door was locked.
and I looked at him and he looked at me and he's like, oh no, I'm sorry.
It was always a habit of mine. Whenever I'm inside the house, it's a deadbolt. So I'm like, oh my gosh. She finally comes over and now she's locked inside this house.
And I was just thinking like, oh my God, no one besides the one person knows that I am here. The more our relationship progressed, I just knew that this was somebody that I could easily walk through life with.
Even when we had originally met at the hospital, I ended up meeting with one of my buddies who's a trooper. And I was like, Jimmy, I think this is a girl I'm gonna marry.
I saw you standing there, sandy blonde hair, the way it came tumbling down, just like a waterfall.
It took a little bit of time to be able to get up the courage to go, buy the ring. I was just kind of waiting for a moment that was right for us to be able to get together. I needed to figure out a way to be able to get her out of the house and then get the ring from my safe, otherwise I knew she'd know something was going on.
I said, let's go for a walk. And he's like, okay, yeah.
So I was able to get her outside and I told her, I forgot something inside the house.
And then he went back inside for 10 minutes. I was actually started the walk already. I was walking away and he comes running out and I try to hold his hand and he pushes my hand away. So it's
I had it in my pocket and she happened to walk on the side of where, it was.
And so he was just trying to push me away, it was just the most awkward, painful walk you've ever been on. I did not make that easy for that guy.
To know that I'm with you.
I didn't have a 100% plan as far as what I was going to say or what I was going to do.
And we get to the Silver Lake dock.
I started talking to her and it was probably the most awkward thing possible.
And so he grabs my hand and I kind of look at him and I'm like, what are you doing?
I love you so much. And I don't remember what else I all said, but I got down on one knee and she's like,
"Are you sure about this?" He said something like, "I love you and want to spend my life with you." And I was just looking at him like, "Sir."
She's like, are you really sure? You really want to spend the rest of your life with me? I said, absolutely. I couldn't imagine anybody else.
I was just coasting till we met. You remind me just how good it can get.
She was able to fill a lot of voids, in my life. She's always looking out for me, and but it's awesome to have someone in your life that cares that much about you, that always puts you first. That's made me happier than anything I could possibly think of being with her.
How does it start and when does it end? Only been here for...
I'm so excited to be a parent with him, God willing.
To start a family together, I think, is kind of the big piece between both of us that we're pretty excited for. She's like, I could have like 7 kids. And I'm like, I think we can tone her back a little bit. She's just got that natural, kind of mother feeling behind her that I know she's gonna be awesome as far as being a parent.
I look forward just to having somebody like him in my life. I know that he's always got my back and that we'll make it through anything. Yeah, he's good.
I need to dip you, he said. Do it, dip.
You'll always continue to make me laugh and smile. I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I couldn't imagine being with anybody else in the entire world.
Andy, I love you so much and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I look forward to every day that we get to spend together. So I'm ready to get this started. I told him that I'm probably gonna say that. He looked at me, he's like, don't, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. He's gonna be like, Carly. We're gonna be watching the video and he's just gonna look at me like this.
I don't have much to say, I don't have much to do. Tomorrow will be better, tomorrow will be new.